Hello, group piano teachers. It is Thursday. Happy New Year. No teaching. Let me see. All right, so I'm excited to see everyone today, whether you're watching live or you watch later. But today we want to talk about setting goals that will make your group piano more effective, less stressful, and your whole studio business just working like a well-oiled machine. So there is Mindy. How you doing, Mindy?
Hello. Doing well. Happy 2025, everyone.
All righty. So Mindy, I really think that group piano teaching is going to be the future. I've always said that.
It is. We are
The
seeing.
eventually piano teachers are going to get it, the benefits of it. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I mean, if as anyone that's been teaching group for any amount of time knows, the amount of resources that are available to group teachers, the amount of support that's available, like it has just grown astronomically in the last 5-10 years even. Um, when you were starting group teaching, it was like you were doing it in a vacuum, right? Like you knew that it was a
Yes.
good idea, but you had very limited resources. You did the best with what you had. So it really, I mean, it's picking up momentum. It's we're getting to the point where people aren't going to be teaching brand new students in groups, and the only people that are getting taught privately are those that are ready to like go on stage at Carnegie Hall. So some of the reasons behind this that I think, I mean, I guess I'm an expert. Are we experts, Dorla?
Yeah, we're going to
We're
call
going to
ourselves
pretend to be experts for just a second.
just for this live.
I think, in my humble opinion, that one of the reasons group teaching is taking off is because kids are overprogrammed. They have so many activities to be in, and they are all of a social nature. So it's, if you're going to have an isolated event, the kid has got to be really keyed in and love it, or it's not going to take because it's by themselves. There's no camaraderie. Everything is done in isolation. So I think that that's one of the biggest things going for it. I've had parents that would reach out to me and they're like, so I was looking for piano lessons in my area, and it seems like group lessons are the norm. And to that I say, yay.
That is
Exactly,
awesome.
right? So we can even do one better with multi-level teaching, I think, Dorla. And that is by teaching multiple levels at the same time, we are able to offer families ease in scheduling. We do not have to have, back to back to back to back students. So it's easier for us to schedule. Parents can make a one-stop shop, come to piano lessons, drop their kids off. And yeah, so it makes it a win because you're able to fill your classes. They're able to have one less place to go or spend less time for that same activity.
Another thing is scheduling is much easier for teachers with multi-level teaching because we've all complained in years before saying that everybody wants, Tuesday at 4 o'clock or Wednesday at 4:30. And we can do that with multi-level. That's one of the reasons why I started doing multi-level teaching is because all those kids that are in sports that need to have a specific time on a specific day, I can offer it now to several kids at the same time. And the parents are happy. Another thing I like to do is all my group classes are playing exactly the same thing. I'm doing the same lesson plan with my multi-level classes. So my policy says I do not offer makeup lessons. However, if there is a schedule conflict, the parents know they can come on a different day and fit into that multi-level class and they know exactly what's going to happen. So for teachers who like to do something different for every class, that might not work. But for me, it's so much easier to have everything streamlined. And then that presents me as being someone that is flexible in my teaching. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what about setting SMART goals? Everyone knows what SMART goals are, SMART. So I don't need to explain that. But what I wanted to emphasize is to really have goals for the quarter, 4 quarters in the year, and then maybe a goal for the whole year. Maybe I say that the other way. Have a goal for the whole year and then divide it into 4 different parts so you can get it done. And you might say, well, but what if something happens and you can't reach your goals? You know, you can't get to, because the universe sent you so many things it will send you during the year. Well, Mindy and I have great examples of that. And without going into all the details, this past 2024, actually, we met in 2023. We planned our goals for Piano Pyramid. We wanted to write Piano Explorers. We had to finish Piano Pyramid Book 3. And all this takes so much time. Plus, we were trying it out with our students. And we had that all planned. And then there's all the family stuff. Mindy has 4 kids. I only have one that was graduating from college. And, you know, we need money. We have to work. All these things. And then the universe said, I'm going to change it up for you. Let's mix it up. So we had death in the family. We had health concerns and big issues. We had financial disturbances, but Mindy and I finished our goals. We completed every single one of them. Yes, because we had a plan. We had a plan for the whole year, and it's easier to pivot when you have a plan. 2020, everybody had to pivot. Many teachers said, oh, I'm not doing this. I don't know how to do this. I'm not going to do it. I don't know how you did it, Mindy. I had already been teaching online before 2020, so I had an idea of what I could do. So it was easy for me to do it. Not so for many teachers in my area. They were calling me like, Dorla, what are you going to do? How was it for you?
It was definitely a pivot for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't been teaching online, but I had been taking classes online, so I knew it could be done. And I just felt like my main objective was just to be one day ahead of my students, just so that I could
Right.
like maintain that air of I know what I'm doing.
Right. Right. And so that's the idea with setting goals for the year is that, you know, you and I were talking about the goals for this quarter. We were reviewing them last week, and I'd forgotten what we had planned back in November. But when we looked at it again, what we had written down, oh, yes, this is what we need to be doing in January. It's easy to just get back on that bandwagon after all the holidays and get things done, because we had taken the time a few months before to talk about what we would really like to happen.
Yeah. So
And
can I say
so,
something to that?
yes.
So maybe it's not so much goals as it is planning and doing what you want, because all of the things that we've planned are things that we want to see happen.
Right.
And I think maybe the reason goals fail is because we write goals that we feel like we should do, and we don't really want to do them, but we know we'll be better off if we do them. So I guess what we're suggesting to you today is to think about the studio that you want to create. What do you want to have be better for you? What risks are you willing to take? And we're here to help.
Yes, and how do you want to continue teaching 75 students every week in private lessons? I mean, you were doing something like that. I know other teachers have done that also. Is that what you want to doing? Is it sustainable? And if it's not, then take a look at multi-level group piano teaching, because it can really, really shorten your hours that you give to work, but it will maximize your time. Yeah. So how can Piano Pyramid help, Mindy?
Well, I'm
Tell
so
us.
glad you asked. Well, we have so many resources for anybody from thinking about it to I'm already doing it. So if you are one of those that's thinking about incorporating group piano, we have free ensembles that you can try. We have a really low cost starter kit that you could try. $20 gets you the music, a lesson plan, resources, and bonus like resources to help you get started in your journey, which a lot of teachers have been using with great success because they don't feel like they have to create something from scratch and then just jump and hope that it works.
Yes.
We are continuing to expand our store of multi-level ensembles so that you can try these multi-level ensembles as a camp or a once a month class or whatever it is that you need to do to feel confident to take that next step forward. Or even if you feel like
Yes.
you're ready to jump, we're here to catch you and send you right back out into the world like you're bouncing off a trampoline because we've got your back and we're here to be supportive and helpful.
Yeah. We have a great framework with Piano Pyramid. And I've been talking to several teachers these past few weeks about how to implement multi-level group piano. And one theme that I find with all the teachers is that we naturally say, oh, I can just plan this myself and figure it out. Yes, because that's how we started. The difference is that I've been doing a little longer, like for about 30 years. And so after I tried everything, I figured out what worked for me. And I was looking for answers to those issues that come up with group piano teaching. And with piano that really works. So that's why we want to share this framework with you. In our starter kit, you have our lesson plan. And there's a reason why we do things in a certain order. And there's a reason why we share free music with you so you can try it with your students. Because once you experiment it, you're going to say, oh, I get it. I'm sorry. I forgot to put my no disturb on, and so I had a call coming in.
Oops.
Um, another free resource that we have is a webinar in February where we'll talk about multi-level at a more deeper level. I know when we come on live, we just give you snippets, things to think about. But in the webinar, we want to give you more deep resources so that you can understand really how to do it. So I'll go ahead and put that registration there because it won't be on Facebook, it will be on Zoom. So sign up. If you can't be there, at least you'll get the replay. Thank you for listening. We're so glad to be back. Once again, Happy New Year, and we'll see you again next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.